Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing Tea Street. I came today with a topic that has been on my mind. It's based on a conversation that I was having with some young people. I love talking with young people because when I talk to them, I get an authentic response. I also get to be my most authentic self because young people cut through all the facade. They don't want the fluff, they want the stuff. And so we were having this conversation, and the kids are like, adults always are intrigued by you, Miss T, because they don't understand why we love you. And I was like, what you mean? Like, even our parents sometimes ask us, like, why her? And they're like, Miss T, you are the most authentic person that we know. And some people may take that as an affront. I take it as a compliment. And so today I wanted to talk about the topic choose authenticity over approval. And we live in a world that rewards filters, likes, and applause. Somewhere along the way, many of us have learned to perform instead of to live, how to fit in instead of how to stand firm. But here's the truth: approval feels good, but authenticity feels free. Approval feels good, but authenticity feels free. So, my reminder for you today is that we should choose authenticity over approval. Point number one: approval is temporary, but authenticity is transformational. What's celebrated in one space might be criticized in another. If you build your life on applause, you'll always be adjusting your volume, your values, and your voice. But authenticity transforms you from the inside out. When you live authentically, you stop explaining your existence. You stop shrinking from your gifts. You stop editing your story to make other people comfortable. Approval fades, but authenticity forms you. You weren't created to be liked by everybody. There it is. You were not created to be liked by everybody. You were created to be true to who God called you to be. So approval is temporary. Authenticity is transformational. If you don't believe me, go into a room fake and switch up and watch how people switch up on you. I don't ever have to change who I am, no matter who my audience is. I may change my tone, but I never change who I am because I don't have time to try to remember who I showed up as. So if I show up as my authentic self, I always know that people are getting the best version of me because it's the best way for me to be. Your authenticity gives other people permission to be free. What does that mean? Your authenticity gives others permission to be free. Here's the beautiful part, y'all. When you show up as your full self, your healed self, your growing self, your imperfect self, you become a living invitation for other people to do the same thing. Your honesty becomes someone else's breakthrough. When you have the courage to tell your authentic story, you don't put up facades. You don't try to pretend that you're someone that you're not. You don't try to pretend like you had a rosy past when your past was stony. When you just show up and you tell the truth and you be who you are, it creates breakthrough for other people. Your courage becomes someone else's confirmation. Sometimes when you're courageous and you tell people your story of how you got over, you literally confirm for them that they too can get over. Your freedom becomes someone else's example. You don't choose authenticity just for you. You choose it for everyone who's watching you survive, who's watching you rise, and who's watching you evolve. Your realness releases rooms. The realness that you carry, it didn't just set a couple people free. When folks are watching you, it releases rooms to be free. There are people who literally put up walls and facades and masks. They wear so many different masks that you wouldn't know who they are if they walked up on the street and bit you. And I'm not talking about filters on phones. I'm talking about filters of their lives, making you believe that they're someone that they're not. You don't need approval to walk in purpose. You don't need applause to live in truth. Choose authenticity even when it's uncomfortable. Choose authenticity even when it's sometimes lonely. Choose authenticity because the world doesn't need another copy, y'all. It needs you. Choose authenticity over approval every single time. Because do you realize that when you give up your authenticity, y'all, sometimes what you don't even understand is that every time you choose, I'm going to give you number two, every time you choose approval, you abandon a piece of who you are. Let's be honest. Sometimes we say yes when we really mean no. Sometimes we stay silent when we should speak. And sometimes, y'all, I don't know about you. I used to, I don't anymore. You dim your light just to avoid being too much, extra, or doing the most. And every time we do that, we leave a piece of ourselves behind on the floor. You cannot keep betraying you and still expect to feel whole. Authenticity requires courage because being real might cost you relationships, invitations, or validation, but pretending costs you peace. Don't trade your truth for temporary acceptance. The right people don't need a performance, they need the real you. I came by today to tell somebody, I don't know who, but hopefully you, to choose authenticity over approval. Approval is temporary, authenticity is transformational. Every time you chase approval, you abandon a piece of you. And finally, your authenticity gives other people permission to be free. I don't know who needed this message today, but I hope that it was good morning, Olivia. Good morning, Brother Kenneth. But I hope that it is for you. And if you watch this later and you like it, leave me a note, leave me a message on YouTube to say this was good. And by all means, if you feel like it on YouTube, share it. Have an amazing, amazing day. I'm the amazing T Street, but you already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me. There's not in each and every. Good morning, Sheldon. That there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me. There's not in each and every one of you. So today, I want to encourage you to choose authenticity over approval. Let them see the real you. And if they can't handle that, that's not about you, baby. That's about them. Have a great day.